Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Great Gibraltar Draft with Hound Dogs. Today we've got our second cup final and our possibility at a third trophy. So make sure you've seen yesterday's episode because that's got the big rundown of all the games. We'll be showing you the first leg of this game today. Before we do, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you get to see more of this stuff. But let's jump in and take a look at the previous leg of the final. As you can see, it will be a bit of a challenge for us today as we are 3-2 down. We did take the lead very early on in the first 2 minutes with the ball being played through to Salafu to score initially, giving us that lead. But it was Lincoln who came back in the second half and really took hold of the game. A header from a corner was their first one to get back into the game. I say that in the second half. It was almost instantly in the first. 2 minutes later. Then, only 3 minutes into the second half, they took the lead. Afonso with the header into the box. It rebounded back out to Elkerson. Kesson is his obviously Chinese name, but Elkerson put that one away, and then moments later again they come forward, pouring forward. Elkerson this time from range, smashing the post and in to make it 3-1. We did get one back to make things a little bit easier for ourselves later on in the game with 15 minutes to go. Carstensen on the right hand side looking to deliver the ball, and he did end up finding the likes of Calderon, but it wasn't enough. Only 3-2. So yeah, as we mentioned in the last episode, it was 3-2. We are against them in the second leg of this final. The home-away thing doesn't really make sense because we're all playing at the same stadium. So I don't really get it. But I guess hopefully, maybe one day we'll move stadiums and make our own. And we can then have a final at our place. But with that said, let's jump into today's game. Now, the one issue we have had is the fact that we've had 1 day in between this and the last final. I have managed to rest the boys up, so they have had a rest. So they didn't train yesterday, but it could be interesting. We've got some suspensions as well, with Ramirez being one of those. I think what we'll do is we'll put Andre Wisdom at right back. Have we got... No, Sergio Silva's out. Leon Pambu will come in at centre-half with Dede, and then Thorgerson will come off, and Wildenberg can come in at left-back. A very good player there, of course. I think we'll leave the midfield as they are, and the attack. I think I'm happy with that. So what we've got to do is then just work out the kind of bench. We've got Harvey Neville, Gary Neville's son, was on the bench there. Marco Sala, you can start. We'll start you over Wolfsburg because I'd say you're slightly better than him. Otherwise, Bakeguard can come on as well. You can see a bunch of players that will be leaving on transfers and free transfers at the end of the season, and wanting to leave generally. So there will be a big turnaround of players again who'll be going. We've got a few coming in, which I'll show you at the beginning of next season. But with that said, who else are we going to pop on there? Lindbergh, we'll pop you on there for sure. And Keon Ronan, maybe. You can come in as you can play a bit further up the field as well. But that is our lineup. It's the same as previously, but with Andre Wisdom going to right back, and we've got Salah going to left back there to kind of cover things, and Pambu coming in centre back. So the back line's changed, but everything else has stayed the same. Hopefully that will mean we can kind of get a good lead and start to change things up. As I say, I think we've got 12 substitutions or something in this game. 12 subs in the final of the Intermediate Cup. So we've got plenty of changes we can make. We could change the whole team if we wanted to. Probably won't be doing that, but if things go to plan, hopefully we can make a few changes, that's for sure. But it is Lincoln coming forward on the first instance, much finding Elkerson, whose shot goes over the bar, but it's a warning sign as he was very, very free in the middle there. It wouldn't be great if we ended up losing both finals, but I mean, only 1 day in between is very, very harsh for the second legs. And we've only got 1 day until the last game of the season. The good thing is we have won the league, so we'll probably just pump out a bunch of guys who haven't played all year, and it just so our players don't get injured or sent off or anything like that, because it is a 5-game ban, remember, if they get a third yellow card or something. But Jean-Christophe Baerback playing well with Pereira de Sá there, keeping the ball, finding Keita inside. He looks for Salafu, who's going to look back through to Romero. Maximiliano Romero's through, but has to cut it back to Salafu, who's blocked on the line, and then Bareback misses from a yard out, hitting the outside of the post. I mean, that could have been a great goal to score, but Andre Wisdom's delivery is cleared by Walton here. Salafu will get to that and will look to turn things back on the goal. Pereira de Sá finding Pella, looking for Bareback on that right-hand side. He looks through to Romero, but it's cut out, and Salafu smashes it over the bar. Again, we are pummeling their goal at the moment, but not able to get anything of note on target or actually get a goal that we need. We're still, if we get a goal, we're level on goals, and I don't think there's any goal difference. Aggregate scoreline, away goal rule. That's what I'm trying to say in this final. So we'll have to see how it goes. But a long ball forwards found all the way through to Elkerson. Pedro Martin's been played through. Dede's not got quite the pace to keep up with him as Martin pops it past the keeper. And in fact, we go 1-0 down in today's game, and that's 4-2 on aggregate. We've got 2 goals to try and claim back. This is going to be an uphill struggle for sure as we go into the second half as well with 5 minutes to go here. We've looked good, as much as to say that we've had shots and we've had opportunities to score, but we just haven't made the most of them. Graziano Pella, I think we'll swap with Diarasuba, who Salafu will sit up top, and then we'll bring on Marlos there as well in that attacking midfield role, just to change things up a bit. It's obviously not working. Walton and Hoyer dealing with Pella quite well, so we're going to look for someone who's a bit more technical up top, a bit more versatility when it comes to the ball at his feet. But the ball is cleared, and now Adelson's looking to come down this left-hand side. This 4-4-2 is running us riot at the moment. Much receives it again in the midfield. He's getting pressed, but comfortably finds Brito, and then Walton, then Much again, who's looking in outside to Brito one more time. He turns, again, Walton. They're playing triangles very nicely. Looks all the way back to the keeper. Is that what? How the hell do you say that name? I can't. My eyes are awful. A long ball forward, but Dede heads that away to Salah, then Keita and Marlos now, who's got plenty of time on the ball, who looks for that ball over the top to John Christoph Bareback. Brito, though, does very well and gets on the end of that to stop any ball from really troubling us. Or troubling them, I should say, as they look to launch the ball forward again to Adelson, who plays through Pedro Martin, and we are just all over the shop at the back there. I think it's offside in the end, but or it was an awful shot. I think it might have been offside. No, it's a goal kick. I don't know. I'm going mad. But again, they go long forward. Leon Pambu has had an absolute mare. Keita does extremely well to get back and cover him, getting a challenge in. And it's fallen to Andre Wisdom on this right-hand side, looking to drive down this right-hand side. He looks down the line. I mean, where are you going, Bareback? He looked to go inside. Wisdom looked right down the line. And that's where we've lost the ball. It's those little mistakes that are going to cause us some problems as we go forward if they do continue. But Lyons Foster driving down this side. He's gone past 3-4 players. He looks for a shot. I think he got a nosebleed going up that far up the pitch, the right back. But again, they're just easily sliding past our players. We're not putting a foot in. We're not causing much issue. It's not great so far. 20 minutes to go. I think we'll have to try and change things quite drastically. As Gorstov looks long forward. Saifu, though, a misjudgment of the header. Saifu's through on goal. Can he finish this? He does finish it very nicely. 4th goal of the season. He got put through on goal by a mistake at the back, who wasn't able to win that header as he latched onto that ball, and it goes through on goal, and he tucks it away. Lovely. Look at this again. Gustav's long ball forward. Completely misjudgment of the header, and Salafu is able to latch onto it and slide it past the keeper. We need one more to get level with Lincoln. Are we able to do it? Salah is looking injured. I'm going to just take him off. There's no point with it. And Woundenberg is doing very, very well. Picard, I think we will bring on for Romero, and John Christoph Bareback has been appalling. So we'll also bring Frederick Carstensen on. Jonathan Amon will bring on instead. So we've made a few changes now as it goes into the final 15 minutes. It is a lot of changes, but I'm hoping that kind of encourages the boys to come on and make a difference with this now. But it is Lincoln to come forward much. He's going to look down the line to Adelson. He's holding the ball nicely. Cater's on his back, though, much again on a yellow card. So if any issues happen, we could see a sending off. But Pedro Martin looks round the corner to Alfred, who's looking to turn the defender, Wildenberg, who's just come on. He fires the ball across. Pedro Martin's shot is a trickler towards Gustav, who's gratefully picks that up without any worries at all. We've got 10 minutes to go. We're on attacking already. It's a free kick, though, from the edge of the box with the 10 minutes left. Marlos, could he whack this in to get us level? It's a long-range effort off the bar, and it's headed clear by Wells. And Lincoln get away with one there. I don't know why I've managed to highlight Andre Wisdom, but we've hit the bar. It's not a bad effort at all. Pereira de Sá, we could look to bring you off. Betgard can come on there. And I think we'll bring on Tarek at defensive midfield just for the legs. Dede, Keon Ronan, you're coming on. I know you're not happy with me, but you're going to have to do us a favour and just come on at centre-back because Dede is dead. Just in case we do manage to score, which it doesn't look like we are. We're going very attacking for the final few moments as it actually looks like Basufa is delivering the ball for Lincoln. It's a clearance by Pambu who finds Salifu. We are going to look to break now. Can we get a goal in the final few minutes to level things off in the game? He looks to drive past the defender, plays it into Amon, who's through on goal. He plays it across to Picard, who shoots, and it is a goal. There it is. It's 4-4 on aggregate, 2-1 in today's game in the final few minutes of the game. It's brilliantly done by Salifu. He's got the ball was cleared. He was able to bring it down, and he's caused issues on this right-hand side. Was able to find Amon inside, who was able to have the composure to fire the ball across to Pekar, who's, I mean, granted, it wasn't a great pass as it was in the air, but Picard was able to get it down, pass it straight into an open neck, and that is 4-4. Now we'll see if it's on aggregate or not, and it goes straight to penalties. Wow. We might have had a mistake here with bringing these players on, because, boy, this is I'm a little bit nervy now, but we'll just do the first five because I'm confident we'll only need the first five. But it'll be Marlos, then Tarek, then Jonathan Amon, then Simon, Betgard, and Salifu to wrap things up with the fifth penalty. That's what I'm saying. Make it count, boys. Come on. Let's get a number 3. Can we get it 3 for 3 for all the competitions we've been in this season? I sure hope so. Elkerson stepping up to the spot. Can he finish? He does very, very comfortably there. There's no doubt about it. He is their best player, so you'd expect it. Marlos, who's our best one on the pitch currently, also our head of youth development, I think it is. He's stepping up to try and win us this pot kick, and he does. A lovely penalty into the left-hand side. Keeper's got no chance of getting to that one. Now, Mbarak Boussoufa, another experienced attacking midfielder, coming up and stepping up to the plate. Can he pop this one away past the keeper? This time, he hits the post. It's a no penalty. Wow, that's given us the advantage. Now, Tarek Ibrahimovic is stepping up. Can he do what Basufa couldn't and pop it away? He does. He goes the other side. Keeper dives to his right and isn't anywhere near the ball. Now, Alfred coming up for another penalty. He needs to score this really to give us any sort of pressure on us, as he does. Fantastically taken right into the corner. No doubt about that one. Keeper's not getting there even though he went the right way. The American Amon is stepping up now. He got the assist in the game to take it to penalties. Can he finish this one? And it's a save, a great save as well. It maybe wasn't the best penalty, but it's a good save in the end to tip it over the bar. And we are level pegging again in the first 3 penalties. Pedro Martin steps up very quickly, takes that one, fires it into the corner. No doubt about that, as they get another goal. Betgard, another one who's played a lot for our academy so far this season. He's come into today's game. He's stepped up to the plate. Can he finish? He does. Betgard popping it right into the right-hand corner. We are looking very, very tight so far. Alfonso, if you miss this, it comes down to us to score to win. So no pressure, but you have to score. Alfonso steps up. Can he finish? He does. He finishes bottom left. If we miss now, that's it. Lincoln have won the cup tie and the final of the Intermediate League Cup. It's not the biggest trophy, but they all count. Every trophy counts, and it's certainly something we need to make sure we are involved in. Salifu, we popped him last. He is the man to carry on this penalty shootout if he can pop this away. It's a long walk as they do. He steps up to the plate. Can he finish? He does. Bottom left-hand corner. We will be going into sudden death penalties. Lyons Foster will be the first up for Lincoln to take his penalty. Now, he steps up on his right foot. Will he finish this one? He does. Keeper goes the right way. Gustov was close, but not quite close enough to keep the ball out of the box. Out of the goal, I should say. And it is staying in their favour, as now it's Ronan Keon, who's had a bit of an issue with us this season. He's not been overly happy with his game time. He's been in under 23s this year, as I wanted to get him game time, but he wasn't quite ready for the first team. But he's stepped in today for day, and can he finish here? He does. Left-hand corner goes the same side as Lyons Foster, and now it's Brito to step up. This could be going on forever, to be quite honest. We could be here for ever and ever. Brito, he's on a yellow card, but that won't matter here as he tucks it into the bottom right-hand corner. That is another one for Lincoln. And again, the pressure is on us. We're going second, and that is what happens when it is your turn to go when you're second in the knockouts. It is Andre Wisdom. He's one of the first drafts we made at the club. He was crucial to our season, playing centre-back and right-back. The versatility really helped us this year. But can he pop this one away to keep us in the penalty shootout? He steps up, and it is top right-hand corner. No doubt about that one. He was not letting anyone get into his head. And that is still 6-6 on penalties. Oakes steps up for Lincoln on his right foot. Can he tuck this one away? That's the question. And he does fire into the bottom left-hand corner again. Keeper's got no chance. A great penalty. And that is now 7 goals for Lincoln, as we now have our chance to keep this going. Again, pressure's on. It's number 8 for penalties. Both teams have only missed 1 penalty each. And it is Picard, the goal scorer, that took us to this penalty shootout. Can he put this away? Is he going to take a run up from there? Like a long run up? It looks like he's not stopping. He fires it bottom right-hand corner. I mean, he gave the keeper the eyes. He managed to guess the right way, but it is still 7-all. Wells stepping up to take this one. We might be going into the goalkeepers soon. As he steps up, he fires straight down the middle as the keeper dives to his right. He doesn't quite catch the eyes, and Wells calmly slots it along the floor down the centre. You've got to be confident to do that one. Wandenberg now, though, will be stepping up to try and keep us in it. We're getting closer and closer to the goalkeepers taking their penalties in this one. As Wandenberg, on his left foot, he came on late in the game for injured Salah. Can he finish? He can't. He puts it down the middle just like his predecessor, but unfortunately the keeper stood strong. And it is Lincoln to win the Intermediate League Cup. Shame. It's a shame. But we'll be back next year, and I'm sure it gives us something to look forward to. Hopefully we can do the triple next year. We'll see. But we will, in fact, jump ahead now and go into the season review. See how we got on with everything. What the board thought after the last game of the season. And here we are then in the season review. We played that last game against Glasses United, won 4-0. Was a very comfortable victory in the end. And we played a completely rotated under-23s team. So, I mean, that's quite good for the future, that's for sure. FC Hound Dogs, though, how did we get on this season? Taking a look at the transfers, there was obviously plenty that have come in. Kingsley Michael being the standout one for us. I think he's done pretty damn well for us, for sure. Transfers out. Again, a bunch of those players have left us. I'm not too bothered by that. No one I've really missed too much. And then Jorgensen and Mikael Johnson both going to Europa on loan. Johnson only getting a few games, so we might have to look at that next season. But champions, we only lost 1 game all season. We nearly went unbeaten. Unfortunately, we lost to Man 62 3-0. Hopefully, we can make a change on that one. Pepe Reyes Cup, we obviously won that, beating Red Imps, Europa and College 75 to the final there. But unfortunately lost in the final in the Gibraltar Intermediate Cup against Man 62, St Joseph, and then Lincoln Red Imps in the final. So shame, but we can still... We did all right. The biggest win, 8-0 against Man 62 in the Intermediate League Cup. after losing 2-1 in the first leg. Then a 5-1 win is the match to remember against College 75. And then finally, Bareback's goal against Man 62 in that 8-0 win was goal of the season. Finances, bunch of money coming in, which is great to see. That's the kind of funding from the government and all that stuff that have come in. 4-1-2-3. This is how we lined up. Pella, Romero, Bareback with the front three of dreams, with Pereira, Desar, Diarra, Salifu, and Michael behind, with Salah, Dede, Koch, and Wisdom at the back. Can't argue too much with that. Looking at accolades, we've got bunch of Manager of the Month and Manager of the Year. Pretty happy with that one. And a lot of kind of club record breakers. Most goals by a player in a match, 5. Bareback. Assists, 10 in a season by Bareback. Clean sheets, 11 by Gulstorff. Player of the Match Award, 6 by Bareback. Appearances, 59 by Bareback. League goals by a player, 27 by Romero, smashing that. Youngest player, Carlson, coming on his debut. Quickest goal, as we mentioned in a previous episode, 23 seconds. And youngest goal scorer, again, was Carlson as well on his debut scoring. So some good stuff there. We can see there's plenty there. Fans Player of the Season, Bareback, probably can't argue with that. And Young Player of the Season, Andreas Gustorff, coming in goal. National League Defender of the Year was Paul Koch. Interesting. Not something I'd have probably picked. But there you go. That is it for the season. That is our season over. We will be obviously coming back next year in the Champions League playoffs, all that stuff. So we'll be back for that one. We'll be playing that for sure. But with that said, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.